Hi guys, welcome back to yesterday's wishes. Today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial and how to do your makeup when you are blind. So this is fun. I will start by pinning my hair back. I got these pins from Primark. They're lovely. They're just really cute. And yeah, I'm gonna pin my hair back with them. Just to make sure no makeup gets in my hair, because you wouldn't want that. Okay, let's get started. First, I'm going to apply the Lumi Magique primer from L'Oreal to my face by rubbing it into my cheeks first, then onto my forehead and the bottom of my chin. Just rub it around the face, evenly spreading to get a nice even coverage for your foundation to stick to. I'm a bit obsessed with Samantha Chapman and her sponges and brushes, and they're just really simple, plain, lovely texture to the brushes and really easy to apply all your makeup with. So I use this Beauty Blender sponge and I rinse it into the tap, so all the moisture of the water goes into the brush, so you're not wasting your foundation, it's not sinking into the sponge or anything when you do it. So this is really good to use. In this tutorial I'm going to use her powder brush, maybe the foundation brush, but you can swap and change. I would say the foundation brush is less, you get more lines with the foundation brush in my opinion than the sponge, because this is really easy to apply, and in this tutorial I'm going to use the sponge. And also I'm going to use her blusher brush. I'm also going to apply L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the colour Porcelain. Make sure you have a match for your skin. You might need someone else to help you with this, like I did, to find L'Oreal Infallible, as I have very, very pale skin. Personally, I always go with 2 squirts of L'Oreal Infallible foundation. Just keep patting into the skin. This definitely allows for less of a line, and my foundation definitely goes on much easier and quicker. Just keep dabbing all around your face until you feel like you've got enough coverage. I always make sure to dab everywhere and make sure to also rub along the jawline in order to allow for no lines. This concealer is lovely under your eyes. It gets rid of dark circles, because I've had a lot of operations. My eyes tend to get a little gloomy when I wake up or just in natural daylight. So when I put my foundation on, everyone tells me that I need a little bit under the eyes. So I use this. The Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer in the lightest colour. And for any problem areas too. Just dab that with your finger. Just keep dabbing the Wake Me Up concealer around your face until you feel that it is evenly spread and matched to your foundation. I tend to just use my finger, but sometimes I use the sponge also to get a more even coverage if I feel that I have missed any areas or I think I have a bit of uneven skin tone. I'm going to use my Samantha Chapman powder brush to lightly gloss over some Illamasqua powder I'm using my Eyeshadow powder foundation because I feel like I've got quite a lot of breakouts today, but I do use my Stone Mark powder by Rimmel on a day-to-day basis as it's got less coverage, but today I'm going to swap it with a powder foundation because I want it quite heavy. Eyeshadow powder foundation. It's not the lightest colour, but it's pretty close to the lightest colour. But it's so pigmented, so heavy, and really lovely to use on your skin. It sticks to your foundation really well. Just make sure you tap off the excess and press into your face. Make sure you really do dab and make it stick to your face. And then just rub in the rest of the powder to get a more even finish. This powder is also really great that if you have a line on your foundation, it just covers it because it's so pigmented, so I don't have to worry about rubbing in the foundation as much as I would do. So I tend to use this when I'm alone or I don't have someone to check for me in the mirror. Eyeshadow really good like that. All of its powders are very pigmented and designed to help with beard shadowing and different prosthetic makeup. So it's really good to use if you're not too sure about whether you have a line on your face or whatever, or you have really pale skin like me. Okay guys, I got a new Naked palette Christmas and I haven't opened it yet. Well, I did the packaging and just felt it luxuriously, but haven't actually used it yet. So I love this palette because it's just one of the lighter ones that I found, instead of like single lighter eyeshadows that I pick up from Boots or whatever. But this palette I can use almost, I think Alice said about the first 6 shades on my own, and then I tend to, with the more risky, darker colours, if I'm going out, I tend to ask Alice because of the fallout on the bottom of your eye. But I am going to use the lighter one, my other Naked palette. All of these colours, well, I think the first 6 have gone, so yeah, I'm going to use. I'm just patting this on with my finger. This is a really good idea because it prevents fallout. If you do it with a brush and you don't have a mirror like me, or can't use a mirror, it's just much better this way. You guys might be thinking, how does she do this so quick? I'm so used to it that it just seems second nature to me now, really. So just one colour all over the eyelid, just for a simple look. If I was going out, I'd do a darker colour, maybe on the outer corner of my eye, and blend it in with my finger. Which, if you wanted me to do other looks, then I can do. You can leave them in the description, and you can leave them in the comments. So yeah, just pack that in and dab it with your finger. And I doubt with a lighter colour like this you don't usually get fallout, but if you do, I can't really feel it. It's really hard to tell when you don't have a mirror and if you don't have a reference as well, a person telling you. But I'm sure there might be always someone around, but if there isn't, I just go with the flow because lighter colours don't usually have fallout, and if you could skip this step as well if you weren't comfortable with it. So Naked palette, really good. Rimmel London Nude Scandalised Pencil. I'm now going to use the Nude Scandalise. I put this in my Waterline. It really brightens up your eyes and makes you feel like you have just woken up and the day is fresh. Apparently that gives that look, so yeah. I'm putting this in my waterline. I've worked hard at my depth perception techniques, as I have none, and have managed to get this down to a fine art, but you might need to work on working out where your eye is, as you can't see the pencil coming towards my face or your face. There we go. Just a tip, do not have this pencil blunt because mine is getting there and it hurts. It starts to scratch your eye, so it's not ideal when you're using it in your waterline. Scandalise Rocking Curves Mascara. I'm going to use the new Scandalise mascara. I love this because the brush is quite thin and it gets on my lashes. You can see that. I use that after I use my super liner, Perfect Slim from L'Oreal Paris. I love this because I couldn't do my line above my eye for ages, and my sister Alice has done it for me for like a year since I went blind. I've managed to get this pen where it looks quite daunting, but if you get the depth perception right, and it is really tricky, you might have to have so many goes at this because I've been so frustrated by this, and also you might have to get someone to check it after, but if you get a pro at it, it does get better and you will be able to do it if you want to do a thin line. I personally can't do flicks, so if I'm going out to a party I do ask my sister, but this is a really good natural look to put on, so I will show you how I do it. I make sure to place my other hand on my eyelid in order to get the pen in the right position. I just feel all along my lash line in order to get the right line. You have to be confident with this pen, otherwise you just draw little weedy lines and you can never really get a good line with it, but as long as you're confident and you go for it and you properly draw, then you always get a good solid black line. This is what I've found anyway with it. With the other eye, I always find the hardest. I can never, once I've got the position of it, I can then draw, but it's the hardest bit, getting the position. And I try to draw the same as the other eye. Trick to this is fluid movements because next I'm going to use the mascara. Try not to pump this too much because they dry out quicker. Just a tip. Again, to avoid poking your eye out, I would put one of your hands on your eyelid ready for the mascara. I also had to have a lot of practice at this. You can shake your head as well. That helps the brush collect all your lashes. the other eye. Do you guys always open your mouth when you do mascara? I tend to. I think it's just because I'm talking, but I'm not. I can never get these eyelashes on this eye as well as the other ones. Okay, that's the mascara done. I never bother on the bottom lashes because I think that's a bit too risky. Scandalise Rimmel London eyeliner pencil in black. If you want to add an extra step, go for the eyeliner pencil. I've got the same one as the nude one, the L'Oreal Paris one. I think they're really good, really rich and creamy, so I recommend them. Or you can go for MAC, which you can probably tell that I've used it a lot and it is at the end of its days almost, so I'm going to have to repurchase that. Yeah, but today I'm going to use the Scandalise one. Common theme running through this video is Scandalise. I really like their eye products. Just draw confidently. Again, the more you do it, the more you'll get more confident with it. So I'm using the Samantha Chapman blusher brush with my Illamasqua Lover blusher. I always put my blusher on after my eye makeup. Call me weird, I just think it's the last step other than your lips. I'm going to use my Lover by Illamasqua. So yeah, with the Sam Chapman blusher brush, which is lovely. Really gives a light, even gloss to your face. Just, you always think there's loads on the brush because it's really like, why is there so much colour on there? But it doesn't give that effect on your face, which I love. With other kabuki brushes, it tends to do that, and it's just too much colour for me, so I really like this brush. So that's that, lovely colour. And you take down the clips. Rimmel Apocalypse Nude Eclipse. And the finishing touch after you've let your hair down and after you've done your hair, which I haven't really, but yeah, I love this lip gloss because it's quite plain and it just finishes off a look when you just want to fling something on. I find lip glosses much better to just fling on because when I put lipstick on, especially red or any sort of bright colour, I always need someone to sort of outline my lips. But with lip gloss, you can just put it on like so. Brush your lips together and you are done. So that is the end of my makeup tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got a few tips. If you have any comments or any other video ideas, I'd love to hear them below in the comments. I will leave a link to the blog post for this in the description. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Have a lovely week. Bye. Olga has awoken from her slumber. Olga, stop being Miss Moody. Come here and say bye. Come here and say bye. Don't show them my pajama bottoms, Ollie. Come here, come here, come here. Come here.
Nope, pajama bottoms.
No,
Pajama
don't.
bottoms.
No, Minnie Mouse, no. Olga likes my Minnie Mouse slippers because she eats them, don't you? She's not coming into the camera. Come into the camera.
She's not on the camera.
Do you think this is dog abuse, guys? I just want you to see her pretty face. Okay. Oh, she's so licky into this. This concealer is really, really good and just really nearly hit pan and I'm really sad. Cry. Okay. And also in party situations, it's really, really good. Why do you need to nudge me, dude? Why do you need to nudge me? Okay, she's sneezing. Bye, guys.